Okay, got those all in there. That's 6 turns with a wrench, which is half a turn each, or 3 full turns. So we got a few of them that are tight in there. So you see my hub's not moving around, but we got a lot of loose spokes still. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put it up in our truing stand. These ones that are loose like this one right here, we can just turn them by hand right here. Bring them in pretty quickly if we need to. Okay, so truing stand. Get the grease off. Right here. Okay, it's just a genuine Harley truing stand with a custom arbor on here. So this is not a genuine star hub. So you don't use a genuine star hub mandrel. So we're just going to use this, put spaces in there and do what we got to do. You decide if you want to treat the left side of the rim or the right side of the rim. The one with the big notch in it here is going to be more out around than this side. So this side should be truer. So it's a better way to go off this side than that side. So you can do either one. It doesn't really matter. You got to make a decision though. Okay, so this is our spacer here. Probably is not going to fit in there. It will not. This one's been turned down, so it might fit in there. There we go. Perfect. What I need. And how much too long is this mandrel? A lot. A big spacer on this side. And looks like we're going to need about one more spacer on this side to bring it in. We'll just screw it all the way in like that a long ways. Does the same thing. Why is that tight? Shouldn't be tight. Should be rotating. Okay, so tighten this up. It rotates, but the bearings are tight. Must be the grease and seal drag in there. Lock in the arbor here. Rotate it. Okay, now let's see how close we are. That's how close we are for truing. Got a lot of wobble, but the up and down is not too bad. It obviously shifts way up on one side. So you got to bring that in a little bit closer. You can hear the loose spokes in there going like crazy. Okay, and we got to figure out our offset here also. This is a front wheel, so probably can center up pretty easily with it just by going like this. Got about a 1/4 inch there. And we got not quite a 1/4 inch on this side here. Yeah, not quite. About equal. Yeah, they're pretty close. It's within probably 15 thou, 20 thou, I bet. But the other rim's wobbling, so who knows? It's close. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and rough this in on center. Then I'll put it up in the bike and center the wheel into the fork, exactly in the center of the fork. Because I'm not sure where these flanges are. Most wheels, the flanges are on center to what you want the rim to be, but sometimes they vary side to side a little bit. On the front wheel, you put them dead center. On the rear wheel, you always offset toward away from the drum, because the drum's where your chain goes. You need more tire clearance. Usually, not always. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is we're going to take our pointers way down here. Get the camera down low, we can see now. Get down on my knees. So here's our pointers right here. So this goes up inside of the rim here. So if it goes on the inside of the rim here, it's side to side. If it goes over here, there's a little bit of rolled edge right here. You put it on top of that. That is your up and down. Now if you have two pointers that would be long enough to get up in there, you can put one here and one over there. I only got one long one. This one's too short, so we'll make do with one. Now I like pointers because you can hear them drag, whereas indicators, they make noise all the time. See the big gap? Hear the noise? Noise means it's drag. That means you don't have to look at it. You can just tighten up accordingly. So if we go up over here again, we're not worried about what it looks like. We do it by sound. So all you do is just tighten up the spokes. So if you tighten this side of the spokes, the rim goes this way. If you tighten the other side of the spokes, it goes the other way. So right now we're hitting over here. These spokes are really loose right here. You just finger tight it. It makes a difference. This spoke's tight, this one's loose. Don't worry about that one. Tighten up the screws that are loose. Okay, we quit dragging right here. So from here to here we're dragging. This is the center right here. So from this side here we need to go to the other side and tighten up the opposite side. So we flip it around 180. We're going to tighten up this 3 or 4 rows over here of spokes. This is a fan. Each pair like this is a fan. Tighten up the other side. So just pick a spot. Start tightening. If you're not rubbing over there yet, you haven't tightened too much. If you tighten too much, it'll start rubbing over there. Okay, we're hitting again over here. About the same amount of hitting. Starts right here on the spoke. Okay, so quit hitting. Okay, so that easily, doing nothing else. You can see we got a lot up and down in there we're dealing with now, but the side to side is a lot better than it was. So we get it roughed in pretty close like that. Then we take our straight edge and look at our offset again. And we're still pretty close. If anything, we have a little more gap on this here, which means we have the offset going the wrong way. We want more offset to this side over here if we have a choice, and right now we have less. See the gap right here, my finger is right here. See, it's pretty close. You look on this side over here, you can see how it's much more on this side. So we want to make it go the other way. That's why I like using this side here, because I always want to pull this direction. And with the sound method, you're always working the pull side. So even though this has the big hiccup in it right here, which is going to cause a problem on up and down, it's going to make it easier for me to trim my rim. So we might flip this around. Or we'll just deal with it. You can't go by the outside here, it's not reliable. You always want to go where the bead is. Okay, so right now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and check all the spokes and make sure they're tight. So we're going to start on our hole where it is. There, the hole's right here, I found it. So I'm just going to check all these and make sure they're all brought up. You get these loose ones, you can come across, just tighten them up. Nothing worse than having a bunch of tight ones and a bunch of loose ones. It really fights you when that happens. We're back where we started now. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little tension on all of these spokes. Because once again, I don't like loose and tight. So I'm going to find my hole here, where it is, right here. I'm going to tighten these two here and go across, tighten the other two. Now if there's already tension on the spoke, I'm going to leave it. See, that's got a lot of tension already. That one does not. So if you already got tension on the spoke, I just don't even play with it. See, that one's tight. We're loosening that one up. That one's real tight. To come across real tight ones, loosen them up. They're doing all the work. Ideally, you want all the spokes to work equally. That way you don't overload any and break off the ones that are overworking. See, that one's tight, that one's loose. Tight. Not so much. Go back to our starting point. Spin it again, see where we're at. Once again, our side to side is not too bad. Up and down is still going up and down though. But we got everything has a little bit of tension on it. So now we got to work on our up and down. First thing I'm going to do is go down here and work on the bottom a little bit before I do my up and down. Let's get the side to side a little bit closer. So this here, the camera's not in my way too awful bad. Okay, we have a big gap. Right there's a gap for one spoke. I think it's tight again. And from here to here it's pretty wide gap. So we are going to tighten this other side up over here to pull it over. Starting right here. Go one flat on the spokes. Okay, one flat. Okay, that brought it in pretty close. We're hitting right here on this one. So this one needs to go this way a little bit. Get it over here. These were over here, but the spokes were already tight. you look at the pointer, it's pretty even. Definitely got a lot of up and down though. Okay, so now we're going to move this over to our up and down position. So you want to put it right on the center of the ball. It's a curve right there. So you want to get it where if it can go side to side, it won't affect your up and down too much. Right there. Fine adjustment. There you go. So you can hear the tighten ball. Tight. Starting there to there. So that's over about a 4 fan area. So we picked the 2 middle ones. So my hand's about in the middle of my hand's about in the middle spot. Okay, so this one here we need to tighten. These 2 groups of fans right here we're going to tighten. That's going to move it up. And these up here we'll probably have to loosen to let it go up easier. So, because whatever you do down here, it's a bit affected by here. If you don't loosen these, it's just going to make the whole wheel tighter. It'll actually make it go oval. You don't want it to go oval, you want it to go up, still round. We'll come back later and tighten all the spokes to bring them tight. You can make the spoke, you can make the rim oval shaped, square shaped, octagon shaped, triangle shaped. You can do all kinds of stuff by tightening spokes. So try to go in groups that work evenly. So we're going to tighten these ones up here on the bottom and loosen the ones above. We'll go 180 over and change them. So these ones here are going to go too tight. Pretty coarse adjustment. Do the same on the other side, position. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so those 2 now are tight. See how we're not dragging as much as we were? So we go 180 over. And I'm going to do these 2 down here. So 180 across. So these ones we need to loosen up. They're going to be tight. So they're not really very tight, but they are semi-tight. There's a tight one. Okay, they didn't move very much. Okay, we go down and look at our gap. Okay, we get down here on the bottom again. Okay, we look at our gap here. We got about a 50th thou gap there. Got one spot still loose right here. It gets tight right here, but it's loose right here in the middle. It's like the rim has got a big flat spot in it right here. That's right where I was at. Okay, we flip around 180 and see what happens here. We're pretty consistent around a half to turn here. We're pretty even. Then right here it goes way out of whack. It starts dragging right here. One position. Okay, so we got a 4 position now we're going to do now. We're going to tighten 4 spots. This one we need more. We need 2 flats here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. So I can go over here and go 1, 1, that one's loose. 1, 2, 1, 1, that's tight, so leave that alone. This one's loose. Put some tension on that. That one's loose, this one's good, we'll leave this alone. I don't know, 3 flats on that one. Then we do the same thing on the other one. Okay, let's see what we did. We did a lot of adjusting there. Okay, we still got a big low spot, or high spot right here, I guess. Low spot, whatever you can call it. It's high this way, it's low in the rim. So that's where it needs to be loosened up. So it's kind of... So this fan here is loose, and half of this fan over here. So let's see what we got for tension on that. Not much. Loosen that up one. Loosen those up. These have almost no tension on them. They're very loose. That one's tight. A little bit tight. Take another one off that one. You have to remember what you did on both sides. That was real tight there. Okay. So this one's real tight, and it's needs to be loosened up. Ooh, that's tight. That's tight. Tight. Okay, if you loosen up all these tight spots, things will even out on you. It's not always just make it tighter, tighter, tighter. You have to work out the good and the bad areas. Okay, so starting right about here, we start tightening one flat. About halfway around the rim. So from here to there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 4 again. I'm going to tighten 4 of them up. 1, 1. Once again, we got loose nipples in here. That one's tight. This one's loose. Right? Same thing, tight and loose. This one's tight, way tight. Loosen up a little bit. These are pretty tight too. Oh, that one's real tight. Okay, let's go see what we got now. Okay, our up and down's getting a lot better. There's our up and down going this way. Side to side got worse, but up and down's getting a little better. See, it's not moving too much. We got a real heavy kick over right here. And we need to go up a little bit too, so we need to tighten this side over here. These two right here need to be tightened up. Now, see, but right next to it, it doesn't need to be tightened, see? Right here it needs to go the other way. So these two need to go this way, this one needs to go this way. There's a twist in the rim right here. So there might be a tight spoke in this grips in here, I'm not sure, causing these issues. This one needs to go left, this one needs to go right. They're right next to each other. So we have to deal with it. So this one needs to go. It actually needs to go. All of these need to be loosened up so it can go to the right. Okay. Right here needs to go the other way. Okay. This rim's definitely got some flat spots in it. So this is where another pointer would really help you. You can see what it's doing, two different planes. Right now I can't see both planes very well under here. So right now we're too damn tight right here. Right there we need to be tightened, loosened, tightened. So once again, these ones are too tight. The rim's got a big flat spot in here for some reason. And these are not tight, so they're not tight at all. They're actually loose. Now those four are loose. These ones here need to be tightened up. Try to make the rim bend the other way. It didn't help it much. All right. Figure out what I can do to make this better. See, I'm losing track of what I'm doing here. We're going up and over at the same time, right through here. Right here, the other side needs to be loosened up. This needs to be loosened up on this side. Oh, that is tight right there. There's one real tight spoke right there. Same thing right here. Those aren't very tight anymore. Rim needs to go over, so I'm going to tighten these two up here. Right here, they need to go that way. Okay. Dipsy doody. Okay, so at this point I need to make some changes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and flip the rim around the other way so I can work on this side and flip it the other way. I'll be back.